Hi everybody, and welcome to the preamble of sorts for this video you're about to watch. This video is basically a conglomeration or combined thing of highlights of all the encounters and catches we got throughout our live stream on Thursday. So, hope you enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like. Make sure you subscribe before you leave if you are new. And I hope you have a great day. See y'all in a bit. Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. The world of Pokemon. I'm gonna kind of skip through this. What is a Nuzlocke? So, I have a troubled history with Nuzlockes. I'm gonna get into that as we go along. But, before I get, fully started, what is a Nuzlocke? What are the rules for this Nuzlocke? As we keep going. A Nuzlocke is where you can only use Pokemon that you catch, the first Pokemon you catch on every route. If your Pokemon faint or your total party is knocked out, you fail and have to restart. Just the rule of the land. You also have to nickname every Pokemon you catch, including your starter. Any Pokemon you catch along the way, you have to nickname them on the spot, making it where you get more attached to those Pokemon. You also have to be very, very careful with how you battle. We're just going to go with that. I am going to go with this name here. And there we go. Absolutely. Fine name that is. And then we're going to name him something that you should do right now, if you're tuning in, is subscribe. Deal with it. Uh-oh. Those are some Starly. What should we do? So, if you're wondering, I already know what Pokemon we are gonna use for our Nuzlocke. And it is the Pokemon Chimchar. We are going to be using Chimchar for our Nuzlocke. Mainly because I think Chimchar is probably one of the strongest options we can have. I will say. We finally get to nickname our Chimchar. So, I have multiple ideas, but we're going to go with Blaze. Okay. Now, off we pop. So, as I was saying, there are some rules that I meant to mention. When it comes to encounters, you catch the first Pokemon on each route, yes, and you also, if you run into the same Pokemon on another route, let's say we caught this Bidoof, and then there's another Bidoof down the road that we catch, right? Well, that Bidoof will be under a dupes clause, meaning we don't have to catch that, we can go and catch another Pokemon of a different type. Pretty hefty amount. We're gonna buy at least 20. We get 2 Premier Balls on the house, fantastic, thank you. And we're gonna ditch. So, the Nuzlocke begins now! To start out, we are gonna go back to Lake Verity, because we can catch something here. Now, it does mean that our, encounters going forward is going to be a little weird. That's okay. That's not a big deal. I am going to go ahead. We're going to Ember, I think, because it should live. It shouldn't, immediately die. Perfect. Good, good, good. Also, I love that our first encounter is gonna be a Bidoof. I love that. 1, 2, 3. And that is our first encounter. We got a Bidoof. So now, going into the next bit of this, right? The Bidoof, we have to nickname it. And I have a nickname that I always do, and I love it so, so much. And I will just name it Derp. Okay. So that's gonna be our next one. Gonna go ahead and Ember here. Good. Didn't eliminate the encounter. That's good. We're gonna try to catch this fella. I'm gonna catch the Starly real quick. And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We caught the Starly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Should be added to the decks. Catch the Starly. This is probably my most, like, catching Pokemon run on this game. I think for this one, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite names for Starlies. And for its from these battles. I'm looking for something uber specific. Hey! There you are! There we go. It got a Shinx. And it has Intimidate on it. Oh, please don't kill it. Please. Cool. That'll do. That'll do, that'll do. Intimidate is excellent. Also, we got more Pokeballs than what we know what to do with, really. 2, 3. Yes! That is a Shinx! That's level 4 on Imperial, which is beautiful. Things as data will be added to the Pokedex. Its forelegs have a muscles-based system of generating electricity. Shinx! It's a male, so we'll give this one... It's a cat. It's a cat. I have a friend of mine that has named their cat something, so I'm gonna give a little shout out to them and name it Tomothy. And we've caught a Starly. There's only one out here that could be potential. There it is! It took its sweet time getting here, that's for sure. We're gonna try to catch us a Badoo. As long as Starly doesn't decide to kill it. There we go. Beautiful. It's Stun Spored, which is fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. 2, 3. There we go. Level 7 on Imperial. Okay, so Imperial needs to kind of have needs to sit down. We need to give a nickname to our Badoo, which I think I'm gonna give it the name Thorn. There we go. What to say? And on Route 218... Okay, maybe not. Come on. Just doing some fishing. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's fish on this route. Come on. Okay, if I get an encounter there, that's gonna be really funny. Seriously? Come on. There we go. Goodness, that took a bit. There is a Magikarp. Would I recommend catching this here? Not really, but man. It does eliminate options and allows you to catch other more interesting things. So I am going to catch this. Shinx Tomothy, you're slower than a Magikarp. That is just pitiful. Beautiful, there we go. That should be in good catchable range. That should be in a nice catchable range of effect, I should say. Level 9 on Blaze, level 5 on Thorn, level 6 on Derp, and level 7 on Tomothy. Derp grew to level 6. I don't know if that means anything. Blaze grew to level 9, making him just crazy. Learned Taunt. Fantastic. Thorn grew to level 5, and that's it for that. Magikarp is interesting. Oops. Well, it's okay. I will be honest, I will nickname that later. We'll nickname that later. I did not mean to not nickname it. That's on me. This way. You got a little tougher. Me? Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Come on, let's battle it out. So, here we go. Our first real battle of the playthrough. Subscribe sends out a Starly. We're gonna use Workup, which don't really need it to do that, but you know, it doesn't even matter because it used its priority move to do that. That's really funny. So with that, we should be able to sweep through this guy so fast. Because, no, what? That didn't kill? Are you kidding? What? You're kidding, right? You're joking. Wild to me that did not do what I thought it would. Okay, Night Sky grew to level 6, Darp and Thorn grew to level 7. Doesn't shock me there. I think we will switch out here to not have Derp be the one that battles this Piplup. I'm gonna send out Tomothy here to battle this Piplup. Might as well use type advantage, type attack, type advantage to your advantage here, cause yeah, I'm not about having my Pokemon look weak against this guy. Not the strongest thunder attack, isn't it? Electric attack. We'll eventually get there. We'll get there. We'll get there, we'll get there. This could be a bit tight. Let's finish this thing off. Doesn't stand much of a chance against us. And there goes the Piplup. Level 10 on Blaze, which is a good sign. Might put Blaze in the lead from here on out, because we need it to to do something specific. Imperial learned wing attack. That is actually kind of awesome. They're through to level 8. And we didn't learn anything useful. Got $1,000 from that. So, instead of risking my life, we are just gonna throw a Pokeball and see what happens. If I do not catch it here, I will consider the route gone. Because it'll basically be impossible to catch it. Because, like, without having a move to, like, force it to stay. And now we have another Pokemon to catch. And what do you know it is? The box standard. It's the base. It's another one of your... the basic ones. And it is... Geodude. I'd be really kind of careful about this, so... There we go. That should be good enough, I would think. I would think this would be good enough for it. There we go. That is our next Pokemon that we catch. Not bad. Not bad for us. A Geodude is pretty good. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. There's our encounter for this route. For this quick little section. So that's kind of nice. We're gonna go ahead and Ember. I don't like this idea, but... Okay. It lived. That's a good sign. Well, at the very least, if all things go well, we'll be fine. If it doesn't, we'll have a backup option for fighting type. For a fighting type, if need be. So let's make sure I nickname the Pokemon, because for some reason, I just keep forgetting to do that. I'm gonna name this Justice, basically, because we're gonna be here for a bit, because it's a 10% encounter. Oh, never mind! I thought we were gonna have to hang out and chill for a minute. We do not. We get to just kind of relax. Nice. Lovely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Level 9! That's really good for, wow. We might actually put that on the team. I might put that on the team. That's kind of spooky strong. Yeah, that's kind of spooky strong. A level 9 Onyx. So far, this has gone surprisingly well. This is where the challenge begins. Here we go. Second hour we get into. It is 2 o'clock. It's 2 p.m. We're 2 hours into this thing. Level 12 for the Geodude. We're gonna go with Absorb. See how much this does. Wow, that did a lot. That did a lot. Stealth Rock. Okay, that's alright. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. He is gonna use a potion this turn. That's interesting. That did not heal enough for him to live this, I don't think. Oh, it did live. Impressive. I actually have an idea. I actually have a scary idea. I have a thought. I have a thought. If he sends out Cranidos, I know what move I want to use. I know what I want to use. I want to use... My goodness. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. This is a Nuzlocke. We are at the gym battle now. Hope y'all are having a fun time and having a good day today. We're at the gym battle. This has been very, very challenging. The challenge has just begun. It's not gone too badly. We're really having not an easy time. I wouldn't say easy is the right word, but not a, like, horrible time. That didn't do a whole lot, I'll take it. We're gonna absorb, and Onyx goes down. This Badoo is kind of special. I might keep this Badoo, even with the bad nature that it has. But anyway, we're doing a Nuzlocke. If this is your first time hearing about what a Nuzlocke is you do all the bad... Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, Nuzlocks are kind of... There are challenge runs. You catch the first Pokemon you see in each route. You nickname them to grow an attachment, and if they faint, they are no longer with you. They are considered dead and no longer allowed to be used. Such is the rules. If you lose all your Pokemon in a fight, the battle is over, and you have to restart from the beginning. Such is the way it is. We did not go with, I didn't put the Quick Claw on him, did I? I did not. We're gonna Stun Spore, which is going to make it... We're gonna Paralyze the Cranidos, which is kind of fun. And we're gonna go with an Absorb and see how much this does. That did quite a bit of damage. It was a crit. It was a crit. Okay. That was a good crit to have. Oh no. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Alright. Ooh, boy. We can hope for a, we can hope that it paralyzes it, stays paralyzed. I'm not willing to... Yeah, no, I wasn't willing. I wasn't willing. Down goes our first one. Down goes Thorn. Man, that Badoo did not... It did what it needed to. It did what it needed to. It was great for the amount of time that we had it. I gotta say it, like, that Badoo did everything it needed to win this fight for us. Like, not only is Cranidos in yellow health, but it's paralyzed. I couldn't ask for a better situation for Blaze to run into to finish the job. I couldn't ask for a better situation. Some might say, oh, you should have swapped it out. Yeah. I struggle with switching out that particular Pokemon because switching out to any of my other Pokemon because I can't afford to lose some of those Pokemon because they're super good. Like, the ones that I've got right now, like, I say technically because, like, technically, the, our Bidoof is technically our first water type, but yeah, semantics. We're gonna go ahead and throw the Pokeball. 1, 2, and a 3. And that is a catch. He caught a Psyduck. Level 15 on Blaze, level 11 on Deadly, and level 10 on Night Sky. Night Sky learned Mean Look. Okay. I'm gonna name... Well, they just gave me a layup of a nickname. I'm nicknaming Psyduck Misty. I think it's funny. I have to guess. I would be shocked if this goes horribly. You know? Because as spooky as double battles are... Wow! Okay! Yeah, no, I was about to say, I was like, as spooky as double battles can be, I'm not concerned in the slightest. But it's not like these Pokemon can do a whole lot to us. And that's what I mean, is like, sure. Some might say, like, the battle, some might say, oh, you're playing the easier version of the game for a Nuzlocke. It is an easier version, but it's still difficult. Like, there's still battles that I could definitely mess up and definitely fail. Oh my! Speaking of some craziness, we're actually gonna get Staravia! Which just tells you how strong this Pokemon is gonna be. Like, already, like, Imperial is showcasing how good it is. Staravia in this kind of game is just so broken. It's so gross. And we've got another set of Pokemon we can encounter here. And would you look at that, we have our next encounter. It is Shellos. Great Pokemon to have. Really, honestly. Okay, no. No. I am not having having that happen to me. I'm not doing that. Nope. Absolutely not. That's not, nope. That's not okay with me. That's just not happening. I probably should not have used that. But, you know. Absolutely not. I am not losing, a Pokemon, a Pokemon to a wild Pokemon. Absolutely not. It wouldn't have been so scary if Rockford would have hit. But it did not, so... Hey, at least we got Shellos. Level 16 on Blaze and level 13 on Deadly. That's pretty good. Wants to learn Fury Swipes? Absolutely not. That move is terrible. Shellos! Beautiful. We're gonna give this a nickname. I'm gonna give it... We're gonna call it the Slug Master. I don't know. Down goes that one. And Tomothy is evolving. Meaning we will have a Luxio. There we go. Our Electric Wildcat. Ooh, I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. We've been trying to create a new world that's better than this one. But people have shown little understanding about what we do. You don't understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So let's have a battle to decide what we should do next. If I win, you leave. Permanently. If you win, we, Team Galactic, will leave. Alright. Team Galactic Commander Mars sends out a Zubat to start. This is where the battles get interesting. I am nervous for this because while our Pokemon have been relatively performing well, I'm nervous because this is a notoriously difficult battle and a run-ender. Even if you have a good type combo to beat it. Okay, the Zubat goes down. The Zubat's not the problem here. The Zubat was really not the issue. It's the Pokemon she has coming up next, and that is her Perugly. Level 16 Perugly. It flinched, that's fine. Using Growl, that's okay. That's totally fine. Okay. We're just gonna keep going until we can no longer keep going. Until this thing, like, hits us with something harder, I'm not worried about it. And Deadly is going to go ahead and use its Oranberry, which is fine. I might have, oh boy. I might send out a different Pokemon here. Because it's just not doing enough damage. I really don't want to lose anybody here. If I'm gonna lose anybody, it'd be Derp. Like, Derp really doesn't matter. Like, Derp is kind of like the last Pokemon I want to send out to die is, like, any of these three. I think we stick it out for now and see how far I can go here. I really don't want to lose Deadly either, because Deadly has been very, very useful. Okay, we knocked it into Citrus Berry use, Oranberry use. I think we are gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send out. Yeah, I'm gonna have Night Sky come out. Because Night Sky has not been the most useful Pokemon, to be honest. Yeah, no. If it can get a Supersonic off, it'd be kind of nice, but I doubt it. Okay. That's fine. That is totally fine. Because I'm going to send out our hard hitter next. I'm going to send out our hard hitter, and I'm going to try to get this thing off the field. Yeah, I'm going to try to get this thing off the field so I don't have to look at it anymore. We're gonna mourn Night Sky, the loss of Night Sky here in a minute, but to be honest, I really don't want to lose the Onix. I really didn't want to lose the Onix because the Onix has served its purpose. It's serving its purpose, but it's also a really nice Pokemon to have for some of the main things, and maybe I should have gotten rid of Derp instead, but Derp is also, like, maybe a Pokemon that I can use in theory, so let's see what we can get here. And we have another Pokemon we can get! And this is one of my personal favorite Pokemon. The fast and physical attacking Weasel. I really, really like Weasel a lot. It'd be kind of neat to have it be on the squad. And to the team, I'm gonna give you a nickname. I think we're gonna give you the name Regal. We are gonna go ahead and try to catch it, because there is no point in just being here doing nothing. Besides, I don't want to attack it too much because I don't want it to die. Well, that is a shame of a cat. That is not a Pokemon that I'm really okay. Unfortunately, man, this sucks because like Ember is not very strong, but it's not. We have a bad nature on it, so we're gonna have to give up on Flame Wheel. We're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to get. I did it again. Luckily enough, we're near the area where we can do Name Raider. And we're not going to explore too much. The one thing that I am gonna do this episode, this live stream, is I'm gonna make sure to grab the Explorer Kit so we can go into the Grand Underground. Now, I am going to put together a little rule here. The Grand Underground is massive, and the Grand Underground is very big. There's a lot to this place. There is a lot to do and see here. Now, how do I plan on handling it? There's a lot to do and see. And there is a lot of encounters here. Now, how do I plan on doing this? The encounters here. What I am going to do is we will catch the first Pokemon that I spot, not the first Pokemon that I run into. Whatever I run into is our encounter. If it is a dupe, it is the second encounter. What have you. It is going to be very, very much a if I run into something. For instance, we're gonna run, and this was the first thing that I saw. That's how we're handling the encounter. That way we can get more encounters, but they're not going to be as thorough. I am not going to be making this as strict as others. It is going to be strict, but it's not going to be as strict. I refuse to do the system of, hey, you can only get XYZ Pokemon. Like, I refuse to say that like the Grand Underground does not count, because that would be very unfair to me and unfair to the way we are playing this. So, the way we are going to do it is it's either by first Pokemon I see or first Pokemon I bump into. I'm going to go with first Pokemon I see normally. And that is where we're going to go with that. Pikachu's it. We only get one encounter, by the way. One. I am not doing any more than one. If I beat the encounter, if I kill the encounter, that encounter is over. There is no other Pokemon in the room after that. So, for instance, if this Spark miserably kills this Kricketot, which I really kind of wanted it to, the room is dead to us. We can't go back in. That is my official ruling on this area. Is the Grand Underground is interesting to the point where, let's say, after the Kricketot was caught, right? What was in the room? It was Shinx. It was two Shinxes, two Kricketots, and a Houndoom. If it wasn't for the Kricketots, I meant to nickname it. I'll nickname it in a minute. Go. I know that's kind of weird because, like, the Grand Underground is so unique and so special, and one of the selling points of this particular game. But it doesn't make sense to me to try to, like, quantify, like, oh, I'm definitely gonna catch Grand Underground Pokemon. All the Grand Underground Pokemon, because why not? That doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. And it really doesn't make any sense to catch one that isn't it. Option right here. We get a Krogunk. This is our final encounter of the stream. A Krogunk, a female female Krogunk. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. I don't like this at all. Catch please, catch please. Oh no. Okay. All right. Fine. Fine. Yeah. No thank you. No thank you. I'd rather not. If I lose a Pokemon, I'd rather it be Pokemon that I don't want to, that I, don't have plans for in the future. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. As cool as you are, oh. Nope, we're in a cave. This should work. Please. One. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is bad, Sonal. This is very bad. Oh, this can't hurt as bad. Yeah, no, okay, we're fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. It's just, oh, is that scary? Will you stop doing that? Come on. Oh, thank goodness. Yeehaw! Last encounter, we caught it, we're good, we can leave. Last encounter of the stream. The next stream will start with, going through this entire area. We'll go with, with Froggy. You, old-timer. I need to do some nicknaming. Oh, I didn't need to switch out my team. Okay. Wow. I'm calling it volume down. This one's getting the name of Bugsy. Stealing another YouTuber's name for a Pokemon, like I did with that Baneri, is Fish. And then I'm going to name this something kind of funny. We're gonna name this one Rocky. And we can just go here and get our Pokemon in. Go. So, to recap our adventure today, into simple terms. We have done quite a bit today. We have started our Pokemon Nuzlocke adventure through the land of Sinnoh. We started our adventure off. We beat the Orberg City, went through Floroma Town, beat the Team Galactic runs and assaulting the area, went through Eterna Forest, and have landed in Eterna City. Next time on this live stream, on our live stream adventures, we will be talking about Pokemon Day. And then on the next time for the Nuzlocke side, we will go back down into the Grand Underground and see what remaining encounters we can string together. See y'all then! Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for the stream. Make sure to like and subscribe, and share everything. See y'all later. Bye-bye!